Hello, everybody. Evan here with some not great news and some great news also regarding RetroMMO. The worst of it is I'll just come right out and say I'm not going to be able to work on RetroMMO at all on my stream for at least the next year. I'm also not going to be able to release any updates for the game. I'm not really going to be able to work on the game at all for at least 1 year. The reason for that being that I'm starting a new job with a non-compete clause, and yeah, they might be willing to make an exception for me eventually, but definitely not within the first year. I'm not holding out a ton of hope for that. Like, it's not a guaranteed thing. But yeah, definitely for at least the first year, I won't be able to work on RetroMMO, and this is a job that is important to me and is a really good opportunity. So I am gonna definitely try and see it out and hopefully stay there a long time if I can. I mean, obviously, I'm not just going to stay at some company the rest of my life and never work on RetroMMO ever again, if that's what that means. Because RetroMMO still is like my passion project. It's like my child, so I am definitely going to get back to it at some points. The better news that I have is that in the interim of me not being able to work on the game, I'm taking a copy of the game's code and just giving it away to Frulu, who's someone that I've worked with on RetroMMO for a long time. He's probably, yeah, he's one of the people that's contributed a lot more than anyone else to the code base. He's done a lot of programming work and a lot of like mapping and design stuff. So I definitely think he'll come up with something really nice. But essentially, what he's gonna do is build a RetroMMO private server, which is just going to be his own original game that he makes with the engine. I'm sure he's going to use a lot of the graphics and assets from RetroMMO, but he's going to do completely new maps. It'll be like a bit of a separate thing. The idea is that when I come back to being able to work on RetroMMO again, is that we'll build some sort of integration between his private server and the main game, so you'll be able to migrate some things from your account on his game to your RetroMMO accounts, and then his private server will be taken offline eventually. I don't know what the exact details of what sort of things you'll get to keep are, but yeah, I'll figure that out later. I will leave a link to Freelu's Discord server for his RetroMMO private server in the comments section. I'll pin a comments. It's probably not online yet as the time of this video being posted, but the Discord server is there for you to go ahead and start keeping up and start following. And I do think that it won't be too long, probably a matter of weeks before his private server is hosted. RetroMMO, the game still will be online. I'm allowed to host the game still. I'm just not allowed to do any active development on it. So obviously there's not going to be much incentive to play the game. I completely understand if people want to, like anybody who's subscribed to the game, if they want to unsubscribe, because yeah, you're not getting much out of your subscription if you've already done all that there is to do in the game. Regarding what I'm going to do on my stream going forward and what I'm going to do on my YouTube channel going forward is, well, I'm still allowed to make smaller, casual, like non-commercial games, single-player games. So I'm going to be making some of those, some RetroMMO spin-off ideas that I've had for a while and haven't really been a priority, but will become a larger priority since I won't be able to work on RetroMMO. I'll be working on that on my stream, and I'll be posting videos about those games when they release as well. I'll continue to do the interviews that I do on this channel with other developers also. I have 2 of those lined up right now, actually, that I'm pretty excited about. One of them's actually already been recorded. Turned out pretty great, so that'll probably be my next upload. I could possibly make some videos just giving my thoughts about the stuff that Frulu releases in his private server as well. I don't know, that could potentially be good stuff, but I am not entirely sure. But yeah, I think that about covers it. If you have any questions, thoughts, or whatever, I guess let me know in the comments. I understand a lot of people are probably very upset. I don't know, maybe I come across like a sellout or something, but my current job situation is very not good. I really did need to take this new job. The job I'm at right now is it's not stable. It's a temporary contract. And well, I don't know. I don't want to get too into detail about it, but essentially the scenario that I'm in currently is that I was at a company that I really liked for about 6 months, and they got bought out by a larger company that I do not like so much because they've done a lot of bad stuff, such as take me rather than being an employee, switching me to a temporary contract, cutting my pay, increasing my hours. There was 1 week when I first started I didn't even get paid at all. And yeah, the new job that I'm about to start, February 6th is the start dates. It's a very good opportunity. I'm really gonna learn a lot, and I'm gonna be working with a lot of talented people that I really respect, and I'm really hoping it turns out good. So hopefully, people can be a bit understanding that yeah, I've got to provide for my family. I have a house, a child. Things are expensive. I need benefits. I need insurance. This job has that, so hopefully people can be a bit understanding. But yeah, as soon as I can get back to working on RetroMMO again, I will be doing so, and my plans will be the same thing described in my last video. It's a bit unfortunate. I think my last devlog was going into details about my plans for 2023 and what I was gonna do with the game, and that's still my plans for what I'm gonna do whenever I come back. But yeah, that's just delayed. I definitely will really hit the ground running when I do come back, because I'm sure that a lot of the work that Frulu does on his private server will be transferable to some degree. I mean, I'm not literally just going to take his game and copy all the, take the maps over and take the code over, but I will be looking towards it for inspiration, and maybe some of the assets and audio that he ends up coming up with, I will end up using. And a lot of the code work that he does will be some things that I can sort of copy. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Have a good one. One more thing before I go. I got to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, Covalence. Covalence is a full stack web development bootcamp, and it's actually where I learned programming. Covalence's goal is to bring you from zero experience to a career-ready software developer, and that's exactly what they did for me. If you're interested in getting into the software dev industry, I highly recommend you check them out. Links in the description. So once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.